wrestling, and welcome to our first predictions video. I'm going to do the predictions for Hell in a Cell, which is, at the time of recording, next Sunday. So we don't know if we've got all the matches, because as of the time of recording there's only 7 listed. There might be more added in, and I'm sure there will be for the pre-show, most definitely. But we're just going to do the ones that we can see right now, and we're going to get into it, starting off with Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella versus The Miz and Maryse. So I'm going to hand over to Adam here and ask him who he thinks is going to take the W in that mixed tag match.
The W, I think, will be taken by, probably, I'm going to go with Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella, and I'm going to go with Brie Bella pinning Maryse. Because obviously the Miz beat Bryan back at, what was it? What was the last pay-per-view? SummerSlam.
Yeah,
SummerSlam. So the Miz beat Bryan, didn't they? And I think they're going to carry on their feud, but I think what will happen is Brie will pin Maryse, and then Miz can keep the whole, well, you still have never beaten me in a singles match, or you've never pinned me, or whatever, sort of that thing. So I think they'll end up winning. Sort of a bit of a weird match. I don't really know why it's a mixed tag match all of a sudden, but I thought they should have just kept Bryan versus The Miz, or have a little break and then do it at Mania, but maybe this can level the score and then they can go to a decider or something along them lines.
I like that idea that he's saying that Brie will win it and then The Miz will keep saying, you know, I haven't lost to you.
It'll sort of keep the feud going, whereas if Daniel Bryan, well, I guess if Daniel Bryan makes him tap out or whatever, they can sort of say, well, it's 1-1, but then...
See, I was actually leaning towards The Miz and Maryse picking up the winner to continue that sort of... because obviously with them being the heel team, or the heel characters, they win by dirty means, like we saw at SummerSlam when Maryse handed the brass knuckle. So, but I quite like your way of getting Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella their sort of big win, but continuing the feud. Well, I get that could work. I think, because I'm the same as you, I'm thinking, why is Brie Bella and Maryse all of a sudden involved in this? I'm wondering if it's just because of the evolution.
Yeah, the evolution on the pay-per-view, and there'll be Brie Bella's got a match, hasn't she, at the Australian pay-per-view show, whatever it's called.
Yeah, what is it? Showdown.
Yeah, the greatest show.
I think it's something
like that.
Showdown. Yeah. Down under.
Yeah, but I think she might pick up a win for a bit of momentum heading towards that. Or then again, she could lose, but
I'm just wondering if they just put the women in there just to like highlight the fact that they've got that pay-per-view on the way. Who knows? So anyway, so we've gone different on that. You've gone for let's say the face team. I've gone for the heel team. We will see what happens. Okay, next up is the WWE Championship singles match between AJ Styles, the current champion, and Samoa Joe. And this one, I think, has potential to be the best match of the night.
Yeah.
Well, not even potential. Like, surely it's gonna be.
Yeah, it should be, shouldn't it?
You would have thought, looking at it, yeah.
Yeah. The only thing I think that's going to happen is, I feel like Samoa Joe should win, and it'll give then AJ will have to chase the belt, and he'll have to try and win it back, because he's had the belt for so long now, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Is it a year? Nearly, or
over a while,
yeah. But what should happen is, I think Samoa Joe should win, and then carry the belt for a little bit, but I think mainly, because we know WWE, and AJ Styles is on the front cover of the new game with a title, so I think based on that purpose alone, I think he's just going to hold the belt again.
I think there's something to the what people are saying about, you know, how Lesnar just broke the modern day title reign.
Yeah.
Which is silly anyway. Like, why do they have to split it into modern day? And
yeah.
I suppose because it was so different back in the day when they had like title reigns lasting years and years and years.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're trying to get AJ Styles up there.
Past CM Punk, he's close, isn't he?
Well, Lesnar just broke Punk's before losing the belt. So
a lot of people are saying that he broke it with a different belt, isn't it? 'Cause he broke it with the Universal, whereas this is kind of the belt that CM Punk actually broke it with.
Yeah, true.
And in a way, this is sort of the main belt still to me, I guess. This is the main
it's
belt.
weird, isn't it? Like,
I sort of see the Universal as sort of like a
I don't think they see it that way.
No, I think they see it as sort of the Universal's the main.
Well, because
it's supposed to be the main one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on Raw, and they've had it on obviously Lesnar and now Roman Reigns. So,
but then again, we didn't really see much of the belt, did we?
Well, no, true.
When Lesnar was about 6 times or something, so
it's not really
had the chance,
in that sense.
And obviously Balor, when he had it, he had to drop it the next night, and then
So going back to it then, who are you picking?
I'm going to go with AJ Styles. I think Samoa Joe should win, but I think AJ will somehow win. I think the feud will continue. I think go another match. So
I agree. I think AJ Styles is gonna take it. I think they're gonna leave it on him for a little while longer yet. But just in terms of
the game comes out and then
well, in terms of Samoa Joe, like how good Samoa Joe been recently? Like
really good. He's always been. He had that injury, didn't he? Which sort of.
But like his mic, like
he's really.
I know everyone says he's good on the mic, but we were only just starting to see it in WWE. For me, anyway, in the last couple of weeks, so he's been doing this whole thing about AJ Styles' family. And I think he's been terrific.
He's been really good. He's really good in the ring. And I think it'll probably be match. You can't really see any others being match of the night, can you?
Maybe we'll get a surprise, but I agree. I think this is gonna steal the night.
Definitely.
Hopefully, it doesn't go on in this order that we're looking at, by the way, as well. Although the WWE Championship has been going on like middle of pay-per-views recently.
I tell you what, last time we watched Hell in a Cell, didn't Charlotte and Sasha headline?
Yeah,
I think.
Because it was the first
ever women's Hell in a Cell, and now there isn't one on this one.
Yeah, is that? Yeah, that's
it's just a normal match, isn't it? Yeah.
That's a shame.
That's weird.
Okay, so we're both going AJ Styles for the win. Next up is, I'm going to struggle a little bit with this one because it's the New Day versus To Be Decided. New up and coming tag team, To Be Decided.
To Be Decided, I think they'll get the win actually.
When did New Day win this back? I haven't really been keeping up recently. I need to dive back into the shows. It was on the SmackDown.
It was on SmackDown because.
Was it the one after?
It was. Was it the
immediately after?
Immediately after, though. The one after that, because Rowan got injured, so they held the title at SummerSlam, but then he was injured. They got injured, so they had to drop it on the SmackDown, and they did a little. Well, it's weird really, because they did a little tournament to decide who holds the belt, and now they've done another little tournament to decide who the number one contender is.
Oh right, okay. That is a bit weird, yeah.
But obviously, we haven't seen the SmackDown, but the SmackDown will be Rusev Day versus The Bar to see who's the number one contender. So we've got 3 teams to pick from.
Yeah.
And
it's a bit difficult, doesn't it?
Yeah. My prediction is Rusev Day will win the.
Finally, we'll finally see Rusev.
I think what'll happen is they'll win on SmackDown and they'll lose on Hell in a Cell.
You think?
Yeah, because surely they're not going to give the New Day the tag team titles and then 2 weeks later take it off them. It just seems, unless it was sort of a last minute decision to.
Well, there is that, isn't there?
To put them on it
because they had the whole 5-time thing, right?
I
did see a little bit.
Yeah.
Did Booker come out?
Oh yeah, Booker came out.
I haven't seen it yet, but I've seen stills of it.
Yeah, Booker came out.
They
did the whole 5-time. Maybe it was just like a cheap pop, and then Rusev Day might hold the belt.
The thing with the Rusev Day thing is like, I feel like they've missed the really hot streak with it.
Yeah, it's sort of like
they could put the tag titles on them now, but they should have maybe done something 2 or 3 months ago.
Yeah, well, it's been weird as well because they've sort of been like.
They've been teasing a split, haven't they?
Yeah, Aiden English has sort of been costing them victories now and again, But then on SmackDown the other day, he got them the win.
Right.
So they're sort of like teamed up. But I think we could either maybe see you could either go on, they could win the titles and be like this tag team, or they could either, Aiden English could cost them and could split up at Hell in a Cell and go their own little feud, couldn't they?
True, yeah.
So I think that's what they were sort of teasing towards.
I think the safe bet here is the New Day.
Yeah, I don't think they'll take the tag team titles off them this quickly.
And the New Day are good. They're just good on the telly.
Yeah, they are entertaining.
Whenever they're on, it's funny and yeah.
I don't think the bar will. They've sort of been there, done it with the bar, haven't they? I mean,
The bar are great.
they're good,
to watch.
but I think we'll just add their little run with the belts for a bit, so I can't see them.
Could you see both those individuals going on back into singles competition?
At some point, I think they will.
Yeah.
But then again,
Their stock's really risen, hasn't it, since
Yeah,
they
but
went
as a
into that tag team. They look that best of 7 series and the way that they built that storyline.
Yeah, that's
quite
quite good.
Great.
but I think the only problem with them is like, how do they break them up? Because
Yeah.
they've had the best of 7, then they were a tag team. You don't really want to have them like
Fallout.
fall out again and then have another like 7 matches or something. Like,
Yeah.
there needs to be, if they're breaking up, they need to just sort of end the feud there and
Yeah. I don't know.
something like that.
It'd be interesting to see what they do.
Or maybe
in the
they
long run.
could team up until the next sort of brand split. And
Yeah, I think that the bar's probably going to be around a while longer. Yeah.
To be fair,
But yeah, you're right. That would be a good opportunity to do it.
Yeah.
Next brand split next June.
yeah. To be
They
fair,
could split them up, couldn't they?
They didn't really do much as singles, did they? And if you put them back into being singles, do you think they'll?
Cesaro didn't, did he really? But
No.
when you think way back to Sheamus, he
Yeah,
was
back in the-
champion,
yeah, he was.
wasn't he?
And then,
I mean, I wasn't watching that,
Yeah.
but I know of that. But yeah, we'll see. But we're both going
yeah, New
with
Day.
the New Day 'cause it's a safe bet, really,
Yeah.
on this match. Okay, the next match on this list here is Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman in a Hell in a Cell match for the Universal Championship. And apparently this is Strowman's Money in the Bank cash-in. Now, I've not seen, how have they done this? Have they, I don't know what's happening.
Well, it was weird because on Raw 2 weeks ago or something. Well, actually on SummerSlam he came out to cash in, didn't he?
Yes.
And then the Ambrose and Rollins sort of came out.
Then they got,
Sort of stopped him from cashing in, so he never cashed in then.
didn't he do it on Raw the following
Yeah, he
night?
went to cash in on Raw and the Shield came out and stopped him and then they power slammed him through a table.
I hate when they do this cash-in thing where the referee, they're handing the
Yeah, they handed it
briefcase,
over. He
and the
takes
referee,
it.
yeah, he's like, what do you want me to do? Like,
Yeah, it's
well, what do you think? It's the Money in the Bank, like.
He should just be able to walk in, pin him, and then like he's got the contract there.
And then,
already,
so when they did that, like I thought it was a failed cash-in,
yeah,
but the bell never rang.
Nah,
And they've done that. They did that with. They did it with Carmella for like nearly a year, didn't they?
Yeah.
Doing that. I'm not a fan of that
So-
that way.
So anyway, he goes to cash in on Raw, power slam through the table, doesn't cash in. So he comes out and he says to him that Roman says something like, "Oh, we'll cash in right now. We'll fight in the main event tonight." And then Braun's like, "No, I'll do it on my terms. I'll cash in at Hell in a Cell. So we'll fight then." So they were gonna do it for that. But then it's weird because Braun's been trying to cash in all these times, and then he somehow made an alliance with Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, I've seen this on
Yeah.
Instagram.
And then somehow the Shield all get arrested on Raw, which is stupid. Then they all
Oh, they do the fake arrest thing.
they did the fake arrest thing, and then all of a sudden at the end of the show, when the main event was being announced, or they were coming down for the main event, they got released on bail and came back in the police car, which like how
Did
they
they
got a
steal
police? Maybe they just asked to lend it so they could go back.
Oh, I need to watch. I need to catch up.
So they bring the police car back. All you hear is sirens because Dolph Ziggler and McIntyre are helping Braun beat up Finn Balor, who was fighting. And anyway, this police car comes traversing in, and Roman Reigns gets out at driver's seat and he opens the back door and Ambrose and Rollins are there and they all come down to help Finn Balor, but for some reason all the heel locker room comes out.
Right.
They fully beat up the Shield and Braun's laying there. They're all
This sounds insane. I need to watch it.
And then Braun's laying, Reigns is laying there. So I was like, well, why didn't he just cash in now? It's a guaranteed title win.
Yeah, but then he said that he doesn't want to do that.
But then again, he's been trying that for the past few weeks ever since. So he could have just won the title there and then and had the belt. But
I think what I don't know, I can't speak for you, but I said this before we started recording, is I feel like they've handled the Strowman Money in the Bank thing badly.
Yeah, really badly.
So essentially, this is just an announced match, but it's announced that Strowman's going to come down and cash in to start the match. Is that essentially what's happened?
Well,
or has he handed the briefcase over and said,
I think he's,
I want a match at?
Yeah,
right, okay.
That's what sort of happened on Raw. And then he didn't see him with the briefcase for the rest of it, so...
Right. So, what we saying?
Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
He's only had the belt, what, like 4 weeks?
Yeah.
They've spent how many...
But what are they going to do? Because...
I don't think Strowman should have won the money. He doesn't need it.
He doesn't need it necessarily, no.
I think they just wanted it so they could print them t-shirts off saying Monster in the Bank.
Yeah. What?
But if they've spent how many months trying to get Reigns this title on him?
Well, it's been years, really.
Trying to get this title, they're not going to, in 4 weeks, they're not going to take it off him.
No. But how are they going to do this match?
It's just...
Is it just going to be another... I mean, I'll out and say it straight away, I actually don't mind Roman Reigns.
Yeah, he's not that bad.
He's not as bad as everyone... And I can understand why people get annoyed, because it's the way he's booked.
Yeah.
And I've got a feeling that this is going to be one of those annoying matches where he gets the shit kicked out of him. And then manages to just...
wins.
Yeah.
With this one spear.
Yeah, well...
Like,
no, he'll probably do about 15 Superman punches and then spear and win, but yeah, I don't know.
But he's not going to lose the belt 4 weeks after winning it. And I think as well in this match that the rest of the Shield and Ziggler and McIntyre, they'll all get involved somehow.
Yeah. Okay.
But Reigns will win at the end.
Yeah, Reigns.
Yeah.
Okay, following that, on our list at least, I don't think this is going to be the order on the night, but we've got Ronda Rousey versus Alexa Bliss in a singles match for the Raw Women's Championship. And I'll go in straight away here and say Rousey's retaining.
Yeah, definitely.
Because they're going to probably want as much media coverage for the Evolution pay-per-view.
Yeah, well, I heard rumours that the one going into the pay-per-view, they want Rousey and they want Charlotte as champions going in.
Which makes sense.
Because I guess they are the two biggest.
Plus, it's already been announced that Bliss is taking on Trish Stratus, I think.
Yeah.
So...
Which is weird.
And
Rousey's in that.
But it's going to be, that pay-per-view is going to be a little bit like that because... Even though they have got a lot of women now on the roster and the women's wrestling is infinitely better than it used to be.
Yeah, loads better.
Because I used to skip it when I was younger, and like now you genuinely get quite hyped to see a lot of the women's matches.
Yeah,
and that's not a slight on the guys the girls that used to wrestle. I think it's just the way it was booked.
Yeah, it was also...
They didn't have that opportunity.
No, there were also like 3 minutes throwaway matches where nothing really mattered.
But that's why I think, like, obviously that Evolution, it's a celebration of all of the women.
Yeah, well, I remember was it last Mania or Mania before, when it was I think it was Mania before, when it was, what's her name, Bayley, Nia Jax, Sasha, and Charlotte, was it in that 4-way?
Can't remember. Was that Mania? Wasn't it a 3?
I can't remember. It was sort of on the run where Charlotte and Becky, not Becky, she wasn't there. Charlotte and Sasha were doing all them Hell in a Cell matches.
Yeah, that was a really good series when they were feuding.
At that point, like the women's matches were actually, we were looking forward to them more than we were some of the men's matches.
Yeah.
Like,
it was the best thing on the
and
show.
then somehow they seemed to ruin it for a little bit, but it seems to be picking up a bit again. Since like Ronda's come back, and that, there's loads more hype. And
how good's Ronda though? Like,
she's picked it up really quickly.
Like on the forums that I go on, people were saying like, oh, she's gonna flop, and then she's just took to it so well.
Well, at the end of the day, like she's an athlete, really, isn't she? You see so many people like pick it up quite.
But it's weird that sort of similarity between her and Kurt Angle. Like Kurt's an Olympic gold medalist. I think she got bronze, and a lot of people said that Kurt was the most natural at picking up professional wrestling. Yeah. And like it looks like she's going the same way. It's great. Yeah,
it's good as well that they're using like because in the past, like they wouldn't have mentioned their UFC career or like they were really petty about things, weren't they? But
do you think there's there must be some sort of
you
know, behind the scenes agreement there? Because Dana White was even shown on was it at Mania? Yeah, he was in the front row at Mania.
SummerSlam.
Was it SummerSlam?
SummerSlam because he came to watch Brock, didn't he?
Okay.
No, was it Mania? Because Brock won when he was there.
He's been at a few.
Yeah, but
and then like you say, like as well, they've been mentioning UFC in this past Lesnar thing. It's just been as well.
Yeah. So
but let's. So I'm assuming you're going to say Rousey too.
Yeah, and I think sort of similar to the match where she just sort of wiped the floor with her. It's got to be another one of those.
You think?
Because Alexa's sort of like a coward, isn't she? Really?
Yeah,
like,
she's a chicken shit heel.
Yeah,
and she's really good at it.
She's really good at it.
Like, she's one of the best heels.
I think,
definitely on the roster.
She's sort of been consistently a good.
Apparently, a lot of people don't particularly like her, which I find baffling. I think she's
one of the best
that they've got there.
Yeah,
men and women.
Yeah, being a heel, she's really good. Did you didn't watch Raw, did you? There was a really good segment with her and Elias on it. Because Elias came up to do his song and that, and they're in Columbus.
Okay.
And that's where she's from.
Okay.
And obviously he started singing his song about
taking the piss out.
Yeah, saying if Christopher Columbus knew he would be named after this place, he'd have turned his ship around and that. And obviously, because she's from there, she came down.
Right, fuming. And
she started like, thinking, oh, she's going to stick up for it. And she started doing this Ohio chant that they've got over there. I don't know what it is. But then she just snaps so quickly, and then she's like, all you like brainless sheep, like doing that chant and stuff.
She's brilliant at that. Like,
she turns it so quick. Like, she thinks, the crowd are all on her side, and then she flips it that quickly that they all like get pissed off in the crowd. And
I'll tell you another one that I think's getting in a similar vein is Carmella. I think she's really improved over the past. I mean, she's had a bit of a crappy booking, I think, but that bait and switch thing, you just said,
she to flick it.
She did it, didn't she? I can't remember when it was, but it was a really good promo.
Yeah.
So she's getting better as well.
But yeah, definitely, Rousey's not losing that battle anytime soon.
Rousey. In fact, I'm looking now. I'm wondering if there's going to be a title switch. Anyway.
Possibly Samoa Joe we've gone with, possibly, but other than that.
Okay, next. We'll just skip on to it.
Yeah.
And it's another Hell in a Cell match. And it's Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton. Now, I was of the opinion that Jeff Hardy was going to be getting some time off. What's going on?
He's got a bad back, hasn't he? And then, did you see it at SummerSlam when he did that Swanton
bomb? It was crazy. Onto the ring edge.
Yeah, he said he's got a bad back or so. He doesn't do it because it hurts.
I don't do it at house shows or something, you say that?
Yeah, because it hurts. And then he did that. Probably like... Well, is Matt injured? I haven't seen him in a while.
The rumours are that he's...
Why did they get injured at the same time?
Yeah. He's been teasing, hasn't he, Matt, that it might be the end.
Yeah.
Hopefully not, but... Yeah, this match... I don't really understand this feud. I don't...
No, it's sort of like... Do you remember when Randy fought Lesnar at SummerSlam a few years ago? And it was just sort
of... When he bust his head up?
Yeah. But that just sort of came out of nowhere. There was no build-up really to it.
I think I'd just jumped back in
Yeah.
then, so I was a little bit hazy on what was going on.
Randy's got this new sort of gimmick where he wants to beat up all the favourite faces on the show because.
Isn't that similar to his Legend Killer?
Yeah.
It sounds,
I can't remember what he calls it.
It sounds similar.
But basically, anyone the crowd like, he goes after them because he feels that he should have all this. The cheers and applause for all the hard work he's done.
But I heard that people like heel Randy Orton.
So better face Randy Orton.
Yeah.
And I think he'll.
And Jeff's obviously an absolute fan favourite.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't really know what to pick.
I think Randy's going to win because I think he's sort of been due a big sort of win, and then maybe Jeff can go off for a bit.
I was going to say, yeah. I wonder if they'll do Randy winning. But then they could do Jeff winning, and then they could just do Randy going mental afterwards and destroying him, and then, oh, he's injured or whatever.
Yeah. No,
but then we're saying this, Jeff will probably be on the next SmackDown doing a Swan Bomb.
I think he's going to do it's his first ever Hell in a Cell match, he's going to do something crazy.
That's crazy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You would have thought he would have done one.
He'd probably do a swanton bomb off the top of the cell through the announce table or something mental, won't he? It's his first and it's probably his last one. So he's going to do something.
Yeah, probably. So are you going to say Randy then?
I think Randy's going to win.
Well, I don't know with this one, so just to be interesting, I'll say Jeff. Yeah, because I really don't know. Okay, last match that we've got down here is Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch in a singles match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Now, a lot of people were angry that Becky didn't win at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And I don't think I actually found out what your thoughts were on that.
No, like I said, the rumours are that they want Charlotte to go in as champion to Evolution, which is.
Well, they see her as
the main.
The main.
Her and Ronda are the main on each brand. But I felt like they did this the wrong way around because Charlotte's a way better heel than face, in my opinion. Yeah,
so have they leaned into the Becky Lynch heel turn?
Yeah. But what they've done is they've made everybody wanted Becky to win at SummerSlam. And then when she didn't win and she turned heel, it sort of made her even more of a face than she was before. So she's even more of a face. Whereas I think if Charlotte won, still Charlotte winning at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
But her sort of turning heel and winning, screwing Becky because they're supposed to be best friends.
I think that probably would have been the better.
So Charlotte screwing Becky out of the title,
and
then everyone can feel more sorry for Becky still, and Charlotte's a way better heel than face.
Yeah, which I agree with. When I got back into it, we were saying about the whole Sasha Charlotte thing, that like Charlotte in heel mode was
really
fantastic.
One of the best heels.
But do you think, like we've said about the Evolution pay-per-view quite a few times?
Yeah.
Do you think they were wanting two face champions going into that, maybe?
Yeah, but
maybe that's why they've gone this way.
Yeah, true. I think she's not going to lose it after only winning it recently, unless I can't see him doing that sort of. You remember with Charlotte and Sasha, where they kept swapping it every month.
Oh yeah.
I can't see him doing that.
That was the only brutal thing about that. I think,
kept swapping the titles.
Title hopping,
And every time they're on the sort of home turf, they're lost as well.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I would say Charlotte Flair as well, but then I'm looking now thinking I haven't picked a single title switch.
Yeah, but
then it doesn't always have to be a title switch.
No, and the only problem is as well is we don't have the Raw Tag Team titles, we don't have the IC title, we don't have the US title on, so I'm not sure what.
Shinsuke's US, isn't he?
He's US, yeah.
They're not going to put all them on the pre-show, surely.
I think maybe Shinsuke and the Shield need to come onto the main card. They'll be on it in some capacity.
Well, there's going to be
Drew. I think maybe we might see
205.
Drew McIntyre.
Oh, McIntyre, sorry.
Drew McIntyre and Ziggler defend their match in a rematch.
Yeah.
On the show, maybe the pre-show, but I think maybe the main show with them too, because they've been sort of mainstream at the minute, really.
Yeah. The Raw Tag Titles was on the last pre-show as well.
Yeah, but maybe with them two. And they've been quite sort of integral in the main storyline, so it might just bump them up to. And it's their first defence because they only won it on Raw on Monday.
Okay.
But I can only see that being a rematch because they're not going to do a rematch on Raw and then set up something for the tag team titles on the Sunday other show. It's a bit too not got enough time.
I guess more things will be announced, but for now that's all we've got on the list that we can talk about. And it says that at the bottom there, card subject to change. So yeah, we'll go off these matches that we've got.
We might post some on Twitter if there's any more matches announced.
So
on the day. Or
yeah, keep up with our Twitter, which I've left as the /dot. So it's /d-d on Twitter. And yeah, but depending on when I edit this, you never know. There might be a few things I can chuck in the post production. What do we think in terms of the pay-per-view? Because I always think Hell in a Cell shouldn't be a pay-per-view.
No, it's more of a match.
The gimmicks that end up being pay-per-views are like a little bit weird. Because so Extreme Rules, there was one Extreme Rules match.
Yeah. No, there's
two Hell in a Cell. But then you couldn't have every match being Hell in a Cell as well. So. How many was there last year? Because it was a tag one, wasn't there? If you remember. New Day, Usos.
Yeah.
That was brilliant.
And then it was just the women's, I think, was it?
No, there must have been a men's one as well.
Men's one?
It's hard to remember. I think it was three last year.
But I remember that Charlotte and Becky. No, I keep saying Charlotte and Sasha. They were in the cell last year and that was good.
Yeah. I think this is probably going to be one of those average shows.
Yeah.
And to be fair, it is like a B review anyway. So
also,
as long as as long as they continue storylines and end the ones that we don't want them to continue.
I mean, we've got some like AJ Styles, Samoa Joe could be good. Could be really good. Also have a feeling that Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton could possibly be really good match.
Yeah, it depends which way they go with it, doesn't it?
Yeah. Charlotte and Becky, but then again, I feel as though a women's match should have been in the cell.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe that.
You never know. That might change in the coming week. They might say.
Yeah, I don't think Ronda and Alexa should be because I think that's going to be just one of them matches where Ronda will beat her up and get her in the armbar and
you can sell Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch in Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
A lot better story-wise.
I think it adds something to it, whereas Rousey, Bliss, it doesn't really.
I think I agree with you on that.
I think Charlotte and Becky interpret the cell more in the match, whereas all Rousey's going to do is pin her down, get her in the armbar, make her tap.
Yeah. Do we think Elias will be on the show doing a sing-song?
Yeah, they'll do a sing-song. I'm not really sure. It doesn't really have a storyline at the minute, other than it comes down and sings a song.
I get a little bit disappointed. Like, I like the singing bits, but I get a little bit disappointed that he's not used more because I actually quite like him as well in the ring.
Yeah,
he's got a lot better.
He has got a lot better, but
so it's a little bit of a shame. They can't fit everyone on, I guess.
No.
Okay.
Might even see Rusev Day finally win a belt.
Yeah, well, I'd like that, but I think in terms of the actual match, it would be a better match the New Day in the Bar because both teams are really good.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, that's been our first video for Welcome to Wrestling. I hope you've enjoyed. This is Adam. I'm Jack. And we're going to try and keep up with these videos regularly if we can. We're going to be doing sort of reactions to Raw, SmackDown and pay-per-views, and then doing these prediction videos as well. So, a lot of work.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
We'll probably cover if anything sort of big goes down in any sort of other.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes, but if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and you'll get to see all of those other videos that we've got coming up. And hit the like button or hit the dislike button if you don't like us. Alright.